The Falcons have not got off to the most great start.
So you gonna fire Dan Quinn? You gonna get him out of here?
I'm about to ask you, if we somehow start 0-4, which I don't think we will. I think we'll beat the Bears on Sunday. I'm fingers crossed, but nothing surprises me at this point.
Right.
But on the chance we do start 0-4, do you think the Falcons make that move? Arthur Blank makes that move and gets rid of Dan Quinn.
I don't know. Shoot, I thought he was gonna make that move last year. And they got hot towards the end of the year. Raheem took over the defense. They ended up, I think, winning 4 straight in a row at the end of the year, and that kind of saved us behind. I think Arthur Blank is a very kind man. When you think about some of these owners in the NFL and everything cutthroat, I mean, I could think about some other markets where he would have got canned last year. There's some other markets where he wouldn't have been able to make it past the disaster in the Super Bowl. And here he is. I think regardless of what happens this year, I think it would have to be something catastrophic, and I think we've already seen it. So I think he's going to see the whole year out. It doesn't matter how long or what the team looks like. I mean, you would have had grounds. Think about it. If what happened against the Cowboys happened, let's say, 5, 6, 7 weeks from now, there's a good chance he'd be gone.
Right.
And he's still here. So I think eventually he is going to go. It's just a matter of when. I would put money on that. I don't see a scenario where Dan Quinn is the guy leading the Falcons back to a Super Bowl, and that's just reality. His ass eventually, sooner than later, is going to have to go, and they're going to have to think about a new philosophy. They may have to get a new GM and Dimitrov. It's unfortunate because when you think about the ages of the players and where guys are at, this is a squad right now. Calvin Ridley might be young. Julio is probably going to be solid for a bunch more years. Mm-hmm. But, all you can try to do is patch this team back together. Yeah. But you either going to run in place, you got to stop the treadmill and start again, or you can hope that you can go back. And I don't see any indicators that, they're going to have a miraculous turnaround over the next year or two with Dan Quinn and go to the Super Bowl and win it. That's the name of the game. That's the point.
Yeah.
And they ain't there.
Yeah, I mean, it's to the point now where we're kind of in a limbo. If like I said, I don't see it where we get to the point where we make a miraculous turnaround, any significant changes happen, unless we get rid of Dan Quinn, unless we make a huge change, probably even Dimitrov too. But they Arthur Blank pitched the whole thing of, they went 6-2 down the stretch. We're going to keep this thing together because we think it's going to get better. The whole continuity pitch, and that doesn't seem to really be panning out right now. So, it, like you said, it puts us in a tough position because we have these pieces that are older, and you would hate to try to start over with a new coach, give Matt Ryan another offensive coordinator, even though he's very talented and could probably do what he needs to do. But still, it's going through those whole growing pains again, going through the growing pains of a head coach and trying to, get that established, things like that. So it's a bad situation because that window is closing quicker than we think. But, if we keep Dan Quinn, what's going to happen too, even though we have the continuity? Are we even going to put ourselves in position to win? So it's a tough spot.
When you are
lose out this season.
Yeah. When you're running an organization, when you're running a team, there's like 3 phases of it, right? You can either ascend and be building up towards like going. I mean, not to kind of switch things, but you look at a team like the Denver Nuggets in basketball, and you could say the Nuggets are an ascending team. They're like on a come up.
Right.
You can kind of be rebuilding, or you could just kind of be in the middle. You could be whatever. And the Falcons ain't ascending. How are you gonna ascend? The ascension ain't there. They are a mediocre team. They're an average team. They're whatever. And it's like they're closer to doing this than they are going in this direction. And so how do you do that? You got to change things up. So it's inevitable. It's unfortunate. I really think that, they're going to have to hit that reset button, and maybe they get lucky. That's the thing. It's sports. Anything can happen. But I say more often than not, they're gonna be in a funky spot for several years.
Yeah.
It could be from now to the next 5 if things really gotta start over again. It ain't looking too good. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't have confidence.
I know it's hurting my heart, JR, as a Falcons fan. It's hurting, but it's the truth.
My bad.
Before we talk about the Falcons,